Guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and I have tried this morning so many times to do other projects, and I just can't get my mind wrapped around them for some reason. I think it's just because of all the happenings that we had over the weekend, but I just keep coming back to art journal. Evidently, it's meant for me to do art journal today. So I am going to do this. Now, I may just speed it up and put some music on and let you watch, because when I do art journals, it's kind of hard for me to talk my way through them, because I have to kind of think about what I'm doing so much. But I'll show you the products that I use, and if there's any products that I can link below, I will. But I think that's what I'm going to do today. I think that's just what I'm meant to do. Like I said, I've been working on all morning trying to do some different projects, and I just can't get them. They just won't work. None of them will work. So evidently this is what it's meant for me to do today. So this is what I'm going to do. And, if you're not a fan of art journal, I completely understand, but I have to document everything that transpired this weekend. I'll tell you this. I'm going to write this in my journaling, but I'm going to tell you this real quick. Since my children have been in this world, there has not been an Easter that I can remember that we have not spent together and had a big Easter lunch and, sat around and talked, played games, and that kind of thing. So this was going to be the first Easter in, let's see, my oldest daughter is 42, 41. She was born in 76. I can't calculate that right now, but anyway, she's in her early 40s. So this would be the first Easter that we were not going to get to spend together because of all the virus regulations. Well, Kay Ivey, our governor, lifted those regulations for the day of Easter because of all of the tornadoes and everything that we had coming through. She knew that people would have to seek shelter, and so she lifted that for the Sunday, which was Easter. My youngest daughter, Alicia, let's see, this is her right here. She has, her and her husband just finished building a house, and they moved in back in November. And when he built the house, he designed the house and everything. And when he built the house, he made sure that he built it strong enough that it would withstand, I think, 200-mile-an-hour winds. It's mostly built out of steel and concrete and, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Plus, they still have a safe room in there, too. So she called and said, Mom, y'all come over to the house. Melina and them, which is my oldest daughter, they're coming over. Y'all come over and we'll just settle down here and, wait for the storms to pass by. So we did that. We all went over. We decided that since we was going to be over there anyway, that we would cook a good meal and have our meal together, our Easter meal. So we did. We had a ham and green bean casserole and all kinds of stuff. And we all, all of us girls got in the kitchen and cooked together just like we normally do on every other Easter Sunday. We weren't afraid of the storms coming through because we was in their house that we knew would withstand. Plus, we knew that God was going to take care of us anyway. But I'm saying all that to say this. There's always a way that God's going to work out. Even in the worst, this is what our state looked like on Sunday. It was completely red. There was tornadoes everywhere. If you've seen the news and everything, I know you know. I don't know how many exactly we had in Alabama that day, but they were everywhere, all around us. We're that little blue dot right there. That's where our house is. Our daughter's house is just a little bit to the west of us. But, God made a way for us to spend Easter Sunday together. Before the tornadoes were, coming through and everything, it looked like we weren't going to be able to. Now, I'm not saying that God sent the tornadoes, and I know there were people devastated, there were people killed, there were people that lost, everything that they had. Don't get me wrong, I am not proud and I'm not glad of the tornadoes. I'm just thankful that God made a way for us, my family, to spend Easter Sunday together and to praise Him and worship Him, and we just had a really good day. I am very, very sorry, and I think that's why I can't get my head wrapped around doing anything today, is I have friends that lost everything that they had. Their house was completely destroyed. I have friends that, all trees come down all around their house. Their house is still there, but everything else is totally torn apart. So all of that, just kind of hits me in the heart. But there's still a way. God spared their life. All of these houses and things can be replaced, but your life can't. So God spared their life, and I'm thankful for that. But I just wanted to say that real quick before I started on this art journal. And like I said, I think that's why I can't get my head wrapped around anything else today. I've just still got my mind on how I can help my friends, and we've been trying to help them and send them things. And we told them come stay with us if you need to, that kind of thing. But it's a trying time right now, and I just wanted to let you know that through it all, through all the storm and all of the bad things that are happening, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and that light at the end of the tunnel is God. It's Jesus. He's the one that's waiting there for us. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the art journal. And like I said, I'll probably put on music because it's kind of hard for me to talk through these, but that's what we're going to do. And I am using the art journal that we made the other day. I've had lots of people that's asked me, I see you make all those journals and things, but you don't ever show what you do with them. Okay, I'm going to show you some things that I do with these now. All right, let's get into doing these two. I'm going to do a double page spread. So let's get into doing those. I also printed out some photos that we took that day of the storms and of the house and of each other, that kind of thing. Now, you can do lots of different things with your backgrounds. I have already prepared a background for another page here. You can put, different things on your background. You can put paper on them. This one, I'm just going to tear some spring paper, some scraps that I have. I'm just going to tear some different papers and put down on this one. I think that's all I'm going to do on this, and then just put my photos down and do some journaling. So we'll get started. Okay, guys, that is it for this page. I still have more pictures that I'll probably do on another page. Now, my art journaling is usually a little bit different from everybody else's. Mine is a little bit messy. Some people's is real crisp and clean and all that. Mine, I like a little messy. I even sometimes tear the corners and that kind of thing. But I put down what was in my head. And then I've got plenty of room to journal and write on here for everything that happened that day. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I will be back in my normal swing of things and be ready to go. We'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.